Welcome to the Personality Guru. Someone who is an HSP or highly sensitive person experiences life in a much different way. They are naturally sensitive to the world around them. Whether this is through emotions or even physical stimulus, they find themselves rather sensitive to things in ways that make them feel different from the majority of the people around them. Some HSPs will hide these traits, wanting to fit in and avoid standing out too much. Experiencing ridiculed for being too sensitive is something that can only make those feelings harder to process. Being an HSP does not make someone an emotional mess. It does not make them weak. In a lot of ways, it can be used as a strength or tool to connect with people and the world on a much deeper level. Being an HSP is not something that is naturally connected or correlated with personality type, although some might be more commonly seen with these types of behaviors. INFJs are a complex mix of sensitive and guarded, but the HSP INFJ can struggle with finding their balance. They are naturally in touch with the emotions of others, and so being an HSP makes this a unique challenge for the INFJ. Already being so in tune and aware of the emotions around them can become even more draining and overwhelming for the highly sensitive INFJ. This can be a major reason why they find themselves avoiding crowds and wanting to be alone more often than not. Today, let's talk about ways to deal with stress as a highly sensitive INFJ. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. 1. Develop a light sensory-focused hobby. Extroverted sensing, the function that focuses on what we're experiencing in the present moment, is the inferior function of the INFJ. INFJs enjoy pleasant sensory experiences, but too much can quickly lead to stress and anxiety. This is why so many INFJs are also HSP. However, hobbies that require a light sensory focus can be extremely stress-relieving for INFJs. Make sure that your hobby isn't related to work and isn't something you're doing for anyone else. It's best to choose something you can do in private, so you're not worrying about living up to any external expectations. Remember, light sensory focus means you're not jumping out of airplanes. Some ideas to consider include coloring, cooking, low-stress video or computer games, gardening, or yoga. 2. Take a break. INFJs feel a strong sense of emotional and social responsibility. We want to make the world a better place and help others deal with their problems. Helping others satisfies us, but it can also lead to stress. When you start to feel anxiety as a result of doing too much, allow yourself to take a break. Remember, you are a highly sensitive introvert. You need a long time to recharge. Treat yourself to relaxing activities like taking a bubble bath or reading a book. If you find yourself continually fulfilling other people's obligations, practice setting boundaries, limiting your availability, and saying no. 3. Talk about how you feel. As an INFJ, you're probably used to people talking to you about how they feel. However, you likely don't open up to others half as much as they do to you. Talking about feelings is a huge stress relief for INFJs. Holding negative emotions contributes to our stress and anxiety levels. That's why we typically feel relief and satisfaction after a good cry or even a fight with our significant other. As extroverted feelers, we need to talk about things to feel like they are completely resolved. If you don't have someone you feel comfortable opening up to, you can start by writing out your feelings in a journal or even talking about them out loud to a pet or inanimate object. This may sound strange, but merely expressing our feelings out loud and hearing our words can help INFJs find clarity and relief. 4. Create habits around activity. Too much spontaneity can be extremely stressful for a highly sensitive INFJ. It may sound like a contradiction, but structure and habits make us better equipped to deal with the unexpected. This is because habits give us a sense of control over our environment. When something doesn't go according to plan, we are more capable of getting back on track, and therefore lessening the amount of stress we experience. INFJs should focus on building habits around activity. since that is not an area we're naturally skilled at managing. If you feel like things are out of control, start small. You don't have to start a new experience routine, a diet plan, and financial budget all in one day. You shouldn't even try to take on that much at once. Start with something like going to bed at the same time each night. Achieving small habits will gradually make it easier to achieve bigger ones. I highly recommend The Power of Habit: Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business by Charles Duhigg for useful tips and inspiring stories focused on building lifelong habits. 5. Avoid stimulants. Introverts, especially those of us who are also highly sensitive, need less stimulation than extroverts. This is because we naturally have stronger reactions to sensory stimulation. Many of us rely on stimulants like caffeine and cigarettes, or nicotine, to deal with stress and exhaustion, while stimulants and depressants, such as alcohol, have short-term stress relief effects. They contribute to stress and anxiety for highly sensitive people. If you regularly consume these things in high quantities, you may feel immune to the physical impacts, but that doesn't mean you're immune to the mental effects. Avoiding or limiting stimulants and alcohol will help improve how often you experience and how you handle stress and anxiety. And that is it from us. If you enjoy the video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. See you in the next video.